Like step up et pour nous make sure show à continuer. Je dis à nous une mission spéciale pour vous. Nous gagnons pour nous porter pour vous des collègues de travail qui étaient passés en pile temps avec Penco. Ils vont parler de qui gens Penco qui gens de monde que le dans la vie professionnelle. Mais avant que nous arrivions jusque là, nous voulons dire tout le monde un gros merci parce qu'on branché chaud en soyant. Et si vous pas branché, si vous monde qui pas branché, tag on l'autre monde, share live là, demander pour vous brancher, pour vous venir entendre parler encore une fois de vie Penco dans un autre aspect, sur un autre angle. Nous disons tout le monde un gros merci qui a côté nous sur Facebook, sur YouTube, qui plateforme qu'on y a, nous disons un gros bonsoir, un gros merci. Alors nous voulons remercier tous les sponsors, nous, les gens qui font Meli Melo possible. Nous voulons dire un gros coup de merci. Nous disons que d'abord pour nous supporter, nous savons tout. Nous gagnons en premier lieu SCA Catering, Gilbert qui fait bon manger pour nous. Nous remercions, c'est manger Gilbert, good job. Nous voulons supporter SCA Catering, c'est un gros sponsor show en que lié. So, nous dit un gros merci, un gros coup de chapeau pour SCA Catering. Nous dit un gros merci à Dr. Gérard, qui est un sponsor show. Nous avons aussi Essence. Essence est toujours là pour supporter Meli Melo. Nous avons tout iLounge. iLounge, bon bagaille, toujours fait effort pour supporter, pour continuer à avancer. Nous avons tout iSpace. iSpace, c'est Kai Meli Melo, c'est lui qui permet que nous live, je dis là, nous sommes capables de porter l'information ça pour. Nous avons tout LAF Accounting Services, c'est là pour faire tout taxe, tout affaire immigration. C'est LAF qui range causes ça. Et puis nous avons tout Candide Amour, c'est une compagnie tout qui supporte Meli Melo Show pour nous supporter le tout. Nous avons Lordia 5-Star Event. Nous gagnons Prestige Luxury Transportation. Tu as besoin pour gagner une machine de luxe, une belle black car, relais Prestige Luxury Transportation. Gagnons tout Jean L Consulting Firm. Attorney Sandra Jean toujours là pour les défendre cause employment. Se contacter pour question ça yo. Gagnons Anna, gagnons Alaga, gagnons Georgia Haitian Real Estate, gagnons tout Dr. Sound. Tout le monde ça yo mettez ensemble pour yo faire Meli Melo sali jeudi. Nous dit merci encore, un gros coup de chapeau pour yo. Alors nous voulons dire nous tout que un petit annoncement avant que nous continuer que Meli Melo pas nous voulons dire que nous pas gagner aucun GoFundMe page pour Penco. So, famille Penco veut dire tout le monde dans la communauté, tout le monde qui a regardé nous aujourd'hui, pas gagné aucun GoFundMe page pour Penco avec famille. Si nous recevons un link, un lien pour GoFundMe, pour nous bailler cob pour Penco enterrement, puis gano prendre un piège ça, c'est un coup. Il pas sorti de famille, pas gain aucun GoFundMe page que famille mette sous pied pour enterrement sous aucune forme ou prétexte. So, s'il vous plaît, pas quitter aucun monde ban aucun lien ou bien aucun lien ou link pour que yo dit nous Meli Melo gagne un GoFundMe page pour Penco. Pas gain ça, so famille ban nouvelle ça pour nous ban nous, pas contribuer sous aucun prétexte sur un GoFundMe page. Definitely. Et puis après ça, tout n'a pas information sur enterrement funérailles Penco parce que nous connaissons que juillet a avancé. C'est samedi cette semaine ça, samedi si Dieu veut, samedi 24 août à 9h30 du matin, c'est là que l'enterrement le enterrement fait. La fête Florida dans l'église catholique, la fête dans l'église catholique qui Florida qui aller Florida supporter famille dans un moment difficile ça nous ta content support là et n'a ba ou détail qu'a gagné qui pour dans fin semaine là a gagné dans vendredi 23 août a gagné ça y aurait les viewing là la fête dans vendredi 23 août dans l'après-midi la fête dans l'église Saint James catholique. Il y a fait adresse dans flyer capable aller dans page Meli Melo en tout mais c'est dans 7e avenue que la fête adresse li déjà dans flyer capable garder et puis tout après ça dans a une réception tout cap fait réception a fait dans Marjorie and William McDonald Center toujours dans Miami la fête dans 19e avenue si nous intéressés à aller si nous voulons supporter famille il y a bien content ouais nous gain support tout le monde qui capable faire déplacement pour bailler Penco un dernier hommage dernier respect. Et puis, nous avons gagné tout service qui a fait dans samedi matin à 9h30. tan de dire tout à l'heure, dans l'église Saint James Catholic Church. La fête, c'est 13155 Northwest, dans 7e Avenue. So, si un monde qui a fait déplacement, nous sommes bien contents qu'il y ait un support, famille a content de recevoir support nous, pour nous capables de supporter une autre fois une famille qui est dans une situation de détresse. Et puis après ça, après enterrement service là, a gagné tout un repas qu'a fait, adresse dans flyer tout la fête dans Joe Celestin Center, adresse là. Et puis tout a gagné tout dans cimetière que vous aller avec Colin, c'est dans Vista Memorial Cemetery. So if on m'en intéressé, il y a plus de détails, flyer ali encore posté dans page Meli Melo Show hein, et pour nous capables prendre information hein, et puis share les tout au monde qui est intéressé capable supporter famille Penco en dernière fois les mériter hommage les mériter respect hein, nous tout font effort pour nous supporter la live tout n'a gain les live dans page Meli Melo hein so pas qu'à aller encore ou pas qu'à aller en personne il est très bon pour que vous capable garder le sous Zoom bio love la respect hein. Alors nous te voulons partager ça avec vous encore un gros merci à tous les sponsors nous à tout le monde qui a regardé nous la live partager live là dire au monde vient tande parce que nous gagnons des monde là qui spécial monde qui travaille même côté avec Penco parce que nous connaissons que un monde qui passe 8 heures de temps au monde ils sont en famille ce Penco travaille pendant plusieurs années avec Monzayo pendant plus que 5 ans so yo tout en famille 8 heures de temps 3 ans il fait 3 ans de travail avec eux et puis il fait 8 heures de temps par jour. Ça veut dire que c'est un monde qui tourne en deuxième famille. Nous allons gagner avec nous là tout à l'heure qui va donner plus de détails de qui genre de monde que il dans le travail. Est-ce qu'il est toujours souriant? Est-ce qu'il est toujours le même tempérament que nous connaissons, il gagne toujours qui est blague. Nous t'arrêtons connaître comment il dans le travail. So, nous allons porter ça pour dans un petit moment tout à l'heure encore. So, again, nous disons un dernier rappel. Nous pas un GoFundMe page, sur un GoFundMe page, un GoFundMe link qui vient sous, pas cliquer sur lui, c'est un scam que lié, nous pas un GoFundMe page pour Penco, famille pas gagné, il pas approuvé aucun GoFundMe page. So, s'il vous plaît, faites attention, pas prendre dans coup ça. OK? So, nous allons continuer, nous allons prendre une petite pause tout à l'heure pour nous capable venir avec invité pour parce que invité yo là, nous allons recevoir yo pour que nous capable avoir une idée de qui est Penco dans la vie professionnelle parce que nous ne pas connaître qui genre Penco a évolué dans l'autre bois. So, encore une fois, restez branchés, partagez live là et puis nous allons tourner tout à l'heure pour nous mener invité spécial ça pour. N'importe tout à l'heure. spécial qui va parler de Penco sur l'autre angle. Nous connaissons Penco, someone qui a pile vie, il était vraiment de caso, il était funny, il était même blague en pile, il était un monde qui tout le monde, pas jamais Penco pas pris, toujours un sourire. So nous gagnons un monde là qui va bon l'autre aspect de notre travail, comment qui j'en ai. Nous gagnons 3 ans coworkers avec nous. Et puis nous allons aller poser des petites questions, mais malheureusement, ils ne parlent pas créole, ils ne sont pas haïtiens. Et nous connaissons Penco toujours à gourmet pour que la langue créole avance, que show a fait en créole, à 50-50. Mais je dis, invité ne pas parler créole, nous allons obligé de parler anglais avec eux parce qu'ils ne sont pas capables de faire conversation en créole. Nous pensons que mémoire Penco à comprendre ça parce que guest yo pas parler créole, nous allons parler avec eux, welcome you en anglais et nous demander tout support, partager live là parce que Penco qu'il te gagne dans travail li, voilà apprendre tout ça là soyant de comment il qu'on évoluer dans l'autre domaine. So encore, ladies, welcome to Meli Melo Show. It's a special edition for Penco. We are happy to have you joining us tonight. How are you doing today?
Good. We're doing good.
Awesome. So my name is Dr. Betty Fortunate. I'm here. I'm a guest host, and I'm here to make sure the show goes well tonight. We want to inform our audience about Penco's professional life to show the world how kind of employee he was at work. So we want you to kind of dive into the stories with us, to share with us some experiences that you had with them. So before we go in, I want you to take some time to introduce yourself, tell us your name, and how long you've worked with Penco.
Okay.
You want to start, Hilda?
Oh, so
hello, Betty. My name is Savannah Brown. I work with Comete Penco, a.k.a. Penco. From 2021, I met him in 2021 until now. So I met him, I guess, sometime probably like in October or November when international concourse first opened up for Delta cabin agents. So 2021.
Oh, it's been 3 years.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. 3 years.
Wow.
3 years feel like 30.
Wow. I can imagine. Miss Hilda, you want to go next?
Okay. I'm Hilda AJ. I'm from Ghana. Comet was like a father to me. I've worked with him since 2021 too. Yeah, we used to be on the same team. Savannah, myself, and Comet. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Great. You, Miss Dinah?
Hi, everyone. My name is Dinah Hudson. I've worked with Comet over about a year now. I started in 2022, and then after I started my first concourse on the domestic side, I came to international, and that's where I've been since, and that's kind of where the relationship with Comet started.
Great, awesome. But I've seen that we have a different time frame. We have 3 years and 1 year. But tell the community, how was he as an employee? We know him as a fun guy, as someone who's very cordial, someone who respects everyone. So at work, how did you see him?
I guess I can go first.
Go ahead, Donna.
For many of the people that know me at work, sometimes I can tend to be a little, standoffish and in my bubble. And that's kind of how I was perceived at work until I came to international and I met Comet, and it was a very inviting spirit to where it was like, okay, I can get out my bubble. I could talk more. I can be more of myself. I have somebody that I can, open up to because he was a father figure to me. So one of my first days meeting him, he introduced himself, told me about his wife and where he was from, and honestly, it started from right there. So I knew I couldn't be mean forever because I met this man, and then I'm like, who are you? And from that point forward, it just was great from that point forward, honestly. So he's very inviting, he's very graceful, and he's very positive. He'll tell you that, like, anything you're going through, there's a way to get out of it or a way to overcome it.
And that's the Penco I know. Exactly. I mean, this is the guy that I know personally. So, Vanessa, Savannah, you want to share?
Okay. I was gonna go with Vanessa too. I like that. That might be my alias name. I'm gonna use that.
Savannah, please tell us, how do you, because you work with him as a supervisor, right?
Yeah. So
how did you see him as an employee working with him at that level?
Well, so when I first met Komet, I was a lead. I started off as a lead, and Komet was put on my team as a regular agent. So I didn't really know who he was. I just saw when he first started, he had on this brown leather jacket, and I was looking at the leather jacket like, okay, that's a luxurious jacket he have on to be working. And he had his mask all the way up to his face. And I just kept looking. I saw he said, I want to do the back galley. And I said, okay, you can go do the back galley. He was the only guy on the team. So I was like, good. I need somebody to go in the back galley anyway. So when he went in the back galley, he took some time. He was very thorough with his job. And I went back there and I told him, I said, hey, we have to kind of pick up the pace a little bit because we're on a time clock. And he looked at me and he said, I'm very clean. So you're gonna have to wait. I told this story at the memorial, but I could kind of go in depth about it. But he was very thorough, he was very clean. He made sure that he did everything the right way the first time. You wouldn't have to worry about going behind Komet multiple times. He made sure he did things the right way. One time, that's it, and he's getting off. He wanted to make sure everything was done correctly. Just working with him was just, like Dinah said, it was always fun. Working in our department, we're just working at the airport in general. We're there all day, every day. And sometimes we're away from our families because we have to work. Sometimes we choose to work overtime, and I worked overtime a lot with Komet. I spent a lot of my time at that job where you just kind of grow a relationship with people that you see all day, every day, to the point where you just bond a relationship with them. So not only did we have a professional relationship, we also had an outside work relationship where he was, like Dinah and Hilda said, he was like a father to, he came across as a father figure to a lot of us. But Komet was super funny. We'll go in the break room and he'll just come up with these crazy jokes that was just so funny. We're like, Komet, how do you think of the things you say? Not only did he go by the book at work with his professional side, he was for the people also. Mm-hmm. When he became a lead, people would get upset if they weren't on his team. Yeah, they would get upset. Like, it was always, oh, I want to be on Komet's team. I want to be on Komet's team. And it was like a line of people that would want to be on Komet's team. And we would have teams of 6 to 8 people. And if certain people weren't on his team or just anybody, they'd be like, I want to be on Komet's team. I want to be on Komet's team. And I remember one time somebody had got lead of the month one time. And we were in briefing talking about how this person got lead of the month and stuff. And at the end, Komet said, yeah, they might be the lead of the month, but I am the lead of the people. And everybody just started shouting like, yeah, Komet, he's the lead of the people. And I was like, that's Martin Luther King right there, Martin Luther King Jr. right there. But Komet was always positive, and that's what you look for when you go to work. You don't want to go to work, and just be like, oh, it's another day. He didn't make you feel that way. He made work fun. So that's what he brought to the workplace.
Sounds familiar because the Penco I know is very sharp, always well dressed, and then he always wear the cologne and he mix them up. I don't know how he does it, but he was always sharp. Like I said, well dressed and also funny. He's a people person, so I can see him at work acting the same. So I'm not surprised by this description at all. So. Definitely, that was someone who we are going to miss. But tell us, maybe Hilda, you can take that question. So what do you miss the most about working with Komet Penco?
Oh, so Komet was energetic. He was always dancing when he sees us. Oh, come here, let's dance. And then he loves this salsa dance that he always does. He was funny. I met Comet when I was very down, going through so much. So he played a very good role, talking to me, advising me all the time. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting emotional right now.
That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, he was for us too, as someone, as a father figure for the community for us. He was to me like a friend. He was always there to call or to check on me from time to time. So I know it can be someone that is really hard to move on without him. So it's hard for all of us, trust me. But we're here to honor him, his memory, his legacy today, to make sure people understand that he was not just someone in our community who were just, as peaceful, or someone who was very kind, but he was also at work the source of love. He really spread love everywhere he went. So it's not just someone that it was just for us as Haitians, but he really was the same person wherever he goes, even at work. So thank you for sharing that piece of him. So I want to ask you another question. So what do you think was maybe the best quality that Penco showed at work? Because he worked with you for 3 years, both of you at the end. So what would you say was the best quality he showed to you all as the co-worker that he was to you all, to both of you?
Komet has a lot of qualities, great qualities. His character, he has great character. I do want to shout out his brother, Buble, and Christy, and also Repipa. Fabrice, he always talked about his brother at work. I do want to kind of stray to that real quick. He talked about him so much, like to the point where we would be at work and he would have pictures in his phone, and he'll show like an old picture of him and Fabrice from when they were a kid, and he was like, "Look at this, look at this," and you'd be like, oh, "Okay." He was like, "That's my brother right there. That's my brother." But he loved this podcast also. He watched it every day, even from the recordings he would do on a Monday. The next day he'll come in and he'll show us. He always included Haiti with everything that he did. Like, he loved his country so much. He showed great character everywhere he went, like behind the scenes and also in front. Also, in front of the scenes also. His character was just great. So I think that's what one of his great qualities was just his character. I told somebody, I said, if I had a purse sitting on a table with Komet, I would trust Komet not to go in my purse and take anything out. Like, he was just a great, loving person. And like I said, being at that job, we're always together. We're always working hands-on together. We show a lot of teamwork, and that's where the bond just kind of came to. And at that job, it's like we all have a story. Everybody has a story. And it's like, when we all started there at the job, I thought my story was bad. But then you hear somebody else's story that, it's like, wow, you're going through that, and then somebody else going through that, and you're not being judged. Komet did not judge anyone. He would listen to you, and he'll just make you feel just like, okay, I can go on throughout the day knowing that my boyfriend just broke up with me, or my boyfriend just did this to me, because Komet just made me laugh. He just had great character. So that's one of his. I feel like that's one of his good qualities. It's just his character. It made you want to go through the day with a positive note. So, yeah.
And I agree.
Yeah.
He was like that for real. It was positive.
Yeah.
Even to us in the community. That's the kind of person he was. So I want to ask you one special question to each of you to answer that question for us. So if you had something you admired about Penco, but didn't have a chance to express it to him, he's with us, he's watching. So what will you say to him right now? It'd be, because sometimes we take things for granted. We don't express ourselves to our loved one enough every day. So if it was one thing you wanted to tell him that you admire about him, now what it will be? One word, one thing, one story, whatever he you admired, from Penco that you want to share, to express to him tonight, what it would be?
I have a funny story. One thing I admire about Comete is that he's very giving, and I'm also a giving person too. So I guess when, those energies collide, something great comes out of that. One of the funniest things I remember is that he didn't eat meat. And I would know that his wife was working or away when I would see his lunches, and they would look like he made it himself. And I would be like, Comete, why do you have like a piece of lettuce and bread? Like, I would know that his wife was, you know what I'm saying? I know she wasn't home to make his food because his meals look pretty disgusting. But what I admire so much about Comete is that he was very giving. During lunch, I don't usually bring a lunch, but if I was hungry, he would try to share with me, but I wasn't eating his food. But definitely, I would love to tell him that he made a great impact in my life because I'm not really close with my father. So it kind of felt like, I was able to get close with him. And I'm just honestly glad to be on his show because he probably wouldn't know that we would be here. And he always showed us his shows. And
Yes. So we took a break, so that's okay.
Who you think you is, Dad? Who do you think you is? A news reporter? Where you get them glasses from?
And we are back, and I could just witness. Penco was a fun person. He was singing. He was always a superstar, singing, and from his pictures, he was always sharp, right, well dressed, and a fun person to be around. So we're going to really make this fun tonight and speak with him really in the positive light where we can really remember him for who he was as a fun and positive person. So, Vanessa, you want to start sharing with us?
My name's Vanessa.
Or if you want to continue, I'll let you go finish your story.
I was good.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I have a funny story of a commit. One time we was at work and I was by the sink trying. I don't know. I guess I was washing my. Of course, I was washing my hands. But a commit came up to me. He was like, TT. And I said this at his memorial. He always called me TT. I don't know where that name came from, but he always called me TT. And he said, I want you to see me host. He said, I'm hosting a party tonight at 1804. I said, oh, okay. I asked him, I said, I asked him what the event was for, and he said it was a birthday party. He said he was hosting his leader's birthday party at 1804 that night. So I said, okay, I'll come, and I told Jean, who will be here also, I was like, Comette's going to be hosting a birthday party for his friend tonight, and he was telling me how he knows I like Duri Jean Jean rice. He put me on a Duri Jean Jean. Yeah. Sorry. So how you say Duri? How you say Duri? Okay, well, you don't want to know how I pronounce it at first because it was really bad, and Commette was like, if you're going to be Haitian, you got to say it correctly. So I was like, okay, I'm still saying it wrong. I can't say it good. But anyway, so we get to 1804. Commette was late. He was late to the event, but he showed up. He got there. It was him and Fabrice. They was there. And Commette goes on stage, and he's hosting and everything. So I'm just looking around like, where is the birthday boy? Like, I'm like, I don't see the birthday boy. So Commette comes to the bar. We're sitting at the bar. And I said, Commette, where's the birthday person? He started laughing. He said, oh, I forgot to mention, it was the birthday of the leader who led the revolution. I said, wait. I said, whose birthday are we celebrating? And he told me what was the guy? What's the guy's name that led? I guess they won the Revolutionary War, Haiti. That the leader. I can't remember. I can't remember the man's name.
What are you referring to?
We celebrated the guy's birthday and they had the cake and stuff, and we were laughing so hard, and Commette was like, I knew if I told you whose birthday it was, you probably wasn't going to come. But I was so glad I attended that. He had me try my first, the national drink, barbecue. Yes. He had me try the light and the dark, and we had like 4 of those, and then when they brought out the tab, he was like, no, this is not correct. This price is not correct. But we had so much fun that night. Oh, my goodness. And we've had some really good times with that guy. He's hilarious, I must say. Dinah. But, I have so many stories with Commette. Like I said, when we were at work, he always told people that I was like his dad. So one time I had a new hire came up to me and she said, Savannah, I met your dad. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, you met my dad? So I let her continue on. And I said, you met my dad? Where'd you meet my dad? She said, well, he told me how you guys met in 2021 after COVID, and he said your mom was Brazilian, and he said that y'all reunited here at work. And I said, I was like, my dad don't work here. I said, my mom's not Brazilian either. And I just heard somebody laughing in the corner, and Commette was sitting in the chairs. They had some little first-class seats in our break room, and he was slumped over laughing. And I said, Commette told you that? And she said, yes. I said, okay, well, we'll go with that. We'll go with that story then.
That's funny. So what about you, Miss Ilda? Anything you want to share that you remember from Penco?
Yeah, so many, but I remember I used to always fight with Savannah, who is Comette's favorite.
Oh, wow.
I always ask him, who is your favorite daughter? And then he doesn't want to answer that kind of question.
Of
so
course
He
not.
always tries to brush me off. He say, "Why are you asking that question, Dada?" He calls me Dada because he older, so he just used the
Got
da
it.
at the end. So he said, "Dada, stop asking that question." One time I asked someone that was just standing right there. What did you say?
Me, I'm number one.
Yeah. Okay. So another time too, we went to the club. It was a birthday party. Yeah. And then I had on these shoes, and I couldn't. I was tired because I stood in the shoes for almost 3 hours, and I couldn't walk to my car. 'Cause I was tired. So I called him. I said, "Dada, come over here." He came, and I told him, "My feet hurt so bad. I don't know how to go out of the place." And he said, "Just take your shoes off. Walk barefoot." I said, "No, I feel shy. Everybody gonna look at me like." So he walked me down to my car, and then he made sure like everything was
okay.
okay. I really miss him because
Yeah.
he. Oh my God.
He was a
It's a
caring
good- yeah,
person. He was a
yeah,
caring
yeah, he's
person,
caring.
definitely. We all miss him.
Yeah.
So definitely, I think that Comet that you are describing now is the same
Yes.
person that we experienced the same thing here
Yeah.
with him too. Even when he was at work, he was the same bubbly person.
Yes.
He was very caring, very fun to be around. So
Yeah.
definitely, we are missing him.
Yes.
So we can't imagine living, this life, having
Yeah.
this show without him anymore. But we're here for the fun. Let's really share some great stories about him to show his family, his friends, how cool and how he was at work. So I know we have some more coworkers, on the other side waiting for us to come on the platform. But we want to also ask you maybe to share something. Maybe we say you was fun at work. Can you share something fun you used to do or say at work? What kind of some of the way you used to act that make you say it was fun? Can you share with us?
A lot of people might agree. So like we said, he was never negative, but if he didn't agree with something in briefing, trust, you would know.
What he will do? What he will say?
He just used to say the most outrageous things, and if you knew him, you knew he was coming from a place of being funny, but he was also being dead serious at the same time. So he was vocal, but he said it in a way that's like, if you're not a person that can't, take critical, criticism, you'll be able to take it because he's going to say it in a way that, you can receive it. Mm-hmm. So it just used to be funny because we have a meeting every morning that we come into work and we brief about, what happened the day before and what not to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a briefing of the regular day. And he always had something funny to say.
Yeah, at the end. It would always be at the end where everything is died down and he'll raise his hand and then you hear that accent. Komet has something to say, everybody. He was going to make sure every time. So, yes, Komet was, oh my goodness. Komet, he did so much. Like, I have stories for days. We'll probably be here all night with the stories that just things that Komet did and said. Like, he'll always greet you. He'll come in, and like I said, he always made sure he drank his coffee. And like you said, he drank his coffee black. And he'll say, "I like my coffee black like me." That was his favorite thing to say. And he'll eat his breakfast. And before he became a lead, like I said at the memorial, he would make sure he'll eat and drink his breakfast and drink his coffee before he started anything. And hey, the way Komet worked, nobody couldn't say anything about Komet to me like, "Oh, Komet did such and such." I'd be like, "Okay," like you're not about to talk about my dad. That's my dad. That's my dad. You can't talk about my dad. But yeah, Komet was just such a gem to work with. Just a gem to work with. He always just said the funniest things. He was always so positive. And I really appreciate him for always pushing me to want to do better and want to go far. Like, he always commended me and said, "Well, if you're doing this, then you can do that." Like, always reach for the stars. And he will always just give me those accolades. before I met him, well, not before I met him, but before I started to get to know him, he would try to put me on with his son. And
I think he did that to all of us.
He did that to all the girls, like to a lot of girls. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna be with my son. You're gonna be with my son. Oh yes, let me show you a picture of my son." I'm like, this man trying to hook me up with his son. And it just like kind of grew to where one time I think I overheard him having a conversation with somebody. He was like, "Let me show you a picture of my boy." And I went up to Komet. I said, "Komet, I thought the son was for me." He said, "Well, y'all are siblings now, so siblings can't do those types of things. So you can't be with my son no more. I'm trying to put him on with this girl right here." And I'm like, this man right here is just hilarious. But when I say, oh my gosh, so many laughs. We would do karaoke a lot in the break room. Oh, wow. And Komet would make sure he would play a Haitian song, and it'll be, in Creole. He was singing in Creole, and he would show us how to do compa.
Yep.
I said it right? I said it right? Okay, look at me. I'm Creole. You got it. I'm Haitian now. So he would show us how, he would do the dance and stuff, and he was like, "Yes, it's a love dance. It's a love dance. This is how you do it. It's a love dance." And he just, like I said, he loved everything Haiti. Everything. If it wasn't Haiti, I was like, "Come on, do you watch like Fox 5 News or Channel 2 Action News?" He said, "No. What do I need to know about that for?" He said, "I'm watching this," and he would watch everything news-wise that was in regards to Haiti. Like even on the truck, he's supposed to be watching, looking out for me. I'm driving. I just glanced over, and he has his phone like this, and he's watching somebody driving through the mountains of Haiti, and he's like, look at this. You see how beautiful my land is?" And I'm looking like, "Komet, I need you to look out here for me." But yes, like I said, so many stories with him.
But we know that as an employee, he became a lead eventually himself. Yes. So as a leader now, he was on the other side. How can you describe him as a leader now when he has his own team? Now, how did he behave? Did he change his personality because he was now a leader?
No, he stayed the same.
He wasn't authoritative. He talks to you in a nice way. He gives you respect. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he knew how people worked. He let people work how they wanted to work. Like he said, well, if that's their personality, that's their personality. Not really being forceful or pushy. He was just very carefree. But people got the job done though. Mm-hmm. That's why they loved being on his team, because they were gonna get the job done, but it was still like a big, like fun family on his team. So
But let's watch a quick video to show you, give you an example of what we are trying to describe about Penco. Okay. Because Tandiakwe said let's show the audience what we are talking about.
He gonna do the leg.
Même bail. Je dois préparer notre avenir. Mais de demain, je poserai la première pierre. Car il faut travailler pour vivre. Mais c'est la loi de la vie. Oh, oh, oh.
No, Komet.
C'est la loi de la vie. Oh, oh, oh.
Now he's serenading her.
no, man.
No, she took picture with your ball head up front.
No.
Yes, she did.
I am her dad, but there's another man that raised her. And she's gonna bring that to the one that raised her. And I thank you so much for raising my daughter.
You know she's videoing you, right?
Because she's very respectful, very intelligent. I believe you put her in a good school, but guess what? She still recognizes that I'm the father.
Back, wow, I was surprised to see him teaching his employee how to dance compa. Wow, that was amazing. Can you tell us, can you share with us what this video means to you? You watched them, you've lived them because you were there, I'm assuming. So what do they mean to you all? To see him now he's no longer with us, but what do they mean to you?
When y'all want to go?
You want to start, Diane?
Yeah, I can. The videos just showed to me and just my personal experiences with Comet that it shows that you can really become close to coworkers. And I think that with Comet no longer being here, I was able to realize the impact of the people that you work with because, you know, we are at work sometimes more than we're at home. So, you know, it really just showed the impact of how well someone can, you know, treat you kind or how they treat you goes a long way. And it's like after that's gone, it's something that you learn to appreciate more.
True. Savannah?
Yeah, I agree with Dinah with what she said about being at work more than you are at home. We're always, like I said, we're always together. So we're always recording and taking pictures with each other. So I'm just so thankful that that a lot of us were able to capture footage of Comet because he was always just such a good time. So after this, I'm never going to stop taking videos and pictures with people because even when I feel sad, and I'm still sad, I can always go back on my phone and like, oh my gosh, I just have so much footage and photos with Comet, and I can just, you know, it makes me happy that I can go back and look at those things because like, okay, well, he's still here with us, and he just instills so much laughter and joy in the break room with us, you know, like for everybody, where you'll go into work and you go in mad or sad, and you're not mad or sad anymore. You're happy. He always brought joy to the workplace, and I'm very appreciative to him for that. So,
yeah, he was full of life, definitely.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break, and we come back soon with more coworkers to share more stories. Stay tuned.
À droite, à gauche, à droite, à gauche, à droite, à droite, à gauche, 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 à droite, à expérience la vie, maintenant maturité, on sort tout à l'était, entre le miroir, m'a fait tout ça pour m'empêcher, nous faire plus fort. Chaque jour, la réveille des hommes sous la terre, on veut voir cœur de cœur, mais on y est dans notre cœur. Nous rêvons pour rien, nous n'avons jamais
Welcome back to Meli Melo Special Penco Edition. So if you are not And we are back, just like that. Our special Meli Melo edition with the Penco Special Professional Live. Welcome back. And as you can see, we have two new co-workers. They are here. They are going to tell us about themselves. So ladies, welcome to the show. We are happy to have you here. Please tell the world your name and how long you've worked with Penco.
Hi, my name is Jean. I know Penco since 21. He came to international. With his brown jacket. And Taliban.
Oh, yeah.
What do you remember most about Penco?
His favorite saying, I call him Tonton. And his favorite saying is saying that I'm not real Haitian because he's watching Haitian news, Haitian 20. I like, how could you watch something all day, 7 days a week? She's like, well, it's because I'm not real Haitian. I said my birth certificate say I'm Haitian, so I claim that I am Haitian. But but I don't watch news like you do 24/7. So
You call them Tonton.
I call him Toto. That's my Toto.
What about you, Sharika?
So with me and Comete, we were like the sisters and the brothers on the actual concourse. I'll never forget, I did some emotional support animals. I came to work one day with a flamingo on my shoulder. And everybody was like, what is that? And Comete, he just had a fascination with this bird. For some reason, this bird was just his animal. And I was like, Comete, I need this for me. This is Bubbles. So he decides to go get a Rottweiler for his emotional support animal. And he was like, you know what? They go together now. I was like, how can a flamingo meet a Rottweiler? He was like, you're from Miami. You know. Yes. So we always had a good bond when it came to different things. And it was always, Savannah will tell you, we could be on a plane and we'll all look at each other like, Comet's gonna say something.
Yes.
He peeped it. He's gonna say something. And one time it was one of our coworkers, and he said something, and it's for the longest. Every time Comete see me, he was like, Sharika, and he'll raise his hand and he'll be like, I got a pee-pee. Oh, I remember who that. Oh, no.
That man is so funny.
And I used to be like, Comete, go pee. Go pee now.
Oh, I remember who's that. I'm like, huh?
Yes.
I know who. Okay, yeah.
Too funny.
Well, but we know he was fun. He loved to dance and sing.
Yes.
So do you remember any of his moves that he used to do at work?
Oh, my God.
Well,
Can you show us?
Joke. Go
Can-
ahead,
I want to
Sharika,
see.
inside joke dance.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it was an inside joke
joke.
that I had to stand up with you to do that. 'Cause it was
Oh,
just
yes,
like-
please.
It was just the knee one.
The knee one?
Yes.
It was just something like
I
me.
want to see.
It's very goofy.
I don't know why.
And it's like only a few of us know
the reason
so, like,
why he
No,
did
I
it.
can't let
Stand
him
up for
show
some
me.
reason.
And he was like, hey, he was like, and then everybody, we'll just be laughing, and everybody would be in the break room. They're like,
What is wrong?
what?
with us?
Like, what is that? He was like, only we get it.
Wow. So just get up and do the dance.
Yes,
For
he'll
Yes,
you.
just,
out of
he'll just randomly
Wow.
do that.
You would think that you would honestly think that all of us collectively had some kind of ADHD. Like we can sit there and we could all be in briefing, and
Bust
one
out
of the
laughing.
OSMs could say something, and it'll just take one of us to like,
Look at each other
and it'll just be over.
Yeah,
It will
just
be
laugh.
complete laughter.
And his
like,
laugh, he'll sit there like this, and then we'll all peep the same thing, and then he'll look and he'll go like, and you like, Comete has lost it. He's laughing loud.
Wow. So we know he loves to sing also. He sings all the time. As we've seen the videos we played for you all earlier. So any songs you used to sing with you all in the break time or at work? So can you share some of these moments with us?
They will all be in Creole.
Do you remember
They will
a
all
few?
be. They will all be.
They'll be
ooh.
all being
Yeah, I think the only like song I remember him singing would be like a Bob Marley song.
Yeah,
he'll
right.
sing like
No
Bob
Woman,
Marley
yeah.
songs, and most definitely Haitian Creole songs. And like I said, I called Kirsten one time and on the phone. Kirsten, she's the lead now, but I called her on the phone and I heard somebody in the background singing, and I said, who's that? She said, girl, that's Comete singing. And then he started singing louder. And like, woo, wee, wee. I'm like,
listen.
Just like about you, Sharika, anything you remember from? I know you mentioned that he used
Oh my
to
God.
sing
I don't know
that.
why, but for some reason he would come to the truck and he would lould look at me and I'd be like, let me guess. Guantanamera.
What about that song? What about it?
For some reason, that was like our little inside. We'll look at each other and he'll be like, Guantanamera. And I'll be like, Bonita Guantanamera.
Oh.
So we all had like our own little inside jokes with him collectively
do.
as a family.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Especially, it really all started when we worked 2021 winter snowstorm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they had to get, Delta had to give some of us hotels to stay nearby the hotel. And that was when we worked overtime. And we worked literally from 6 a.m. to 10:45 p.m. That's where we all really bonded. And I remember Komet was driving this car. He was driving his car, and Komet was like, he just kept raving about this car and everything. He was like, oh, it's an old school car, blah, blah, blah. And a snowstorm came. The snowstorm came while we was at work. So we go out to the parking lot. It was me, him, and two of his sons. He called these two guys his sons also, Mamadou and Silla.
Yes.
And Komet tried to start up his car. And I was parked next to him, and I just see him. That thing said, ding, 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 and he looked, and he was like, uh-oh. he said, daughter, time for a new car. And I remember one of the guys, they had to end up taking him home, and it just became like this big relationship between like all of us after that snowstorm that happened where we got stuck at work and we had to be at work all day. So that's where our relationship with all of us kind of grew from.
And also, when he used to talk about his wedding, and we like,
Oh,
my God.
Oh, yeah.
You see this fashion? You see this color?
Yes.
We're like, oh my God. You
Yes.
said, are we coming? Yeah, you could come, but never send us the invitation.
No,
we only knew him for a month.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, y'all got to come to my wedding. Let me show you the fabric. It's going to be this amount of people.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
all this
That's
stuff.
when we got
and
introduced to Peggy.
yes, we were introduced to his wife, Nin, and stuff.
We
and,
started talking
yeah.
to Peggy on the phone. Like,
Yeah.
it was to the point to where Peggy would be on FaceTime, or we knew it. Hey, tell Peggy we said hey.
Yes.
And when he would bring his lunch in, like how Dana said, like the lunches. Oh my God, I'll never forget. She made him some. It was rice with conch in it, and I was like, "What do you know about that?"
He said that's the
And he was
aphrodisiac.
like, "You know."
That's Penco. I remember on his last show, Jeff, one of our sponsors, bought some juice we have, some special juice, and he was saying all night juice.
Oh,
He made
Oh, wow.
a whole joke about that.
Yes,
That just so I can see him.
Yeah,
that.
he always say
Definitely.
crazy stuff. Seaweed. That's what he used to say in the break room.
Oh,
He
wow.
was like, this man is
Yeah.
so funny.
This man
But yeah,
is
he
funny.
was very happy about his wedding. He came after the wedding. He came after work and he showed us pictures every single
months.
day.
He
every
still
month.
showed us
Yeah,
pictures.
he would still show pictures. He was like,
Yeah.
look at this tux. Look at this tux. You see that? It was custom
Made.
this, custom made.
Yeah.
And then we
Yes.
changed outfits. He said, but you didn't come to the wedding. You didn't come to the wedding.
invited us.
And I'm like, I texted him. I said, hey, you still me come to Miami? Yes. Okay. And I said, what's the address? I didn't get a
Nothing.
response. Yeah, he didn't say anything. I was like, you want me to come to Miami? And where am I going to go?
They were like, I'm having a big party in Miami. All of you are invited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we still
everybody.
never
We're like,
went to a
Yeah.
party
okay, so
in
where we
Miami.
going?
Yeah.
Where's the party? Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
He always planned trips. Like, he would always try to plan, like, a group trip. He was like, TT, I want you to plan. I need you to find some people. We're going to go on a trip. We're all going to do a trip. I'm like, okay. I said, so who do you want to go on this trip? And he named at least 20 people. I'm like, well, who's going to be at work? Commit. And he was like, what does Nelson say? That's not our problem. He was like, that's not our problem.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
down to you. Yeah, that's
but
true.
yeah.
But I have a question for you all, ladies. I know you started working with Penco in 2021. It was COVID time. COVID was we had to be 6 feet apart from people at work, wherever. So how did you build that relationship with
It
him?
was not 6
being
feet
6
apart.
feet away.
We were not
not.
6 feet
We weren't-
apart.
we had to wear masks. Yeah, we wore
that's
masks.
the only thing we
okay.
had.
Yeah.
So that was funny
Yeah.
when we didn't have to wear masks. We like,
Yeah.
oh, that's how you
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. And there's actually a picture of Komet and I. We were sitting in the back of the truck, and we have on our mask. And Komet would wear his all the way up to
there,
here.
yeah.
So one day I asked him. I said I was curious on how he looked. I was like, I want to know what he looked like. So I asked him. I said, do you mind pulling down your mask? And I saw his eyebrows raised, and I knew he was smiling. So he pulled his mask down, and I said, Idris Elba. And then he said, no, Erdais Comete. And I was like, whoa. It's all right. We went to the break room, and I told somebody, I said, he actually is like a handsome guy. He's a handsome guy. And I just see him, he pulled his mask down, and he was like eating his lunch, when usually he would have his mask up. And then he was like, your dad is handsome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it wasn't hard working together during COVID, because we had no choice but to be close up on each other. We just had to wear masks, and we would be burning up with those masks on. But
now, with this experience we had with Penco, we know he was a fun guy, full of life, always cordial and everything. So will that change anything within you all at work right now, since now you said you're going to keep doing more pictures and more footages of your employees now? Will that impact your life in any kind of, shape or form?
I can
now,
say,
with him not being here anymore, now we see the importance of, being together and loving on each other.
I can say it already has. And you can tell. It definitely has. Like they were saying earlier, we have briefings in the morning, and we talk about the day before, like problems that we might have, how we handle situations, whatever the case is. And briefing doesn't feel like briefing anymore, because usually he's in the corner with his cup of coffee, and he's like always the last one to go. My name is Comete. I'm in truck such and such. Have a good day. So it's like, it's very unreal of knowing, okay, well, like, okay, all right, he's just off right now. He's just off. That's all, like, everybody's mind it keeps saying. It's like, he's just off right now. He's on vacation. He's coming back. He's on vacation. And luckily we all have each other to kind of, like, lean on and be supportive. And we can tell, like, when somebody is off, and just by looking at their eyes, like, hey, you all right? You good? Like, I know. We don't even have to say anything. It's just like, I know. His impact was so broad across every concourse. Like, from TNA, they had roses. And when you would talk to somebody on a ramp, or the ladies from Korean Air, like the whole team from Korean Air was his baby. From Nancy, they didn't even speak, hello, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like, Comete, oh, hi, Comete, he's here. Like,
they love Comete.
It was, he had that, like, they had his personal number, and he'll be like, Nancy said, put this here, and it was like, okay, Comete's in charge. So his impact already has made us all closer, and it's made us value, like, hey, life is precious, time is precious. We know that one day, yes, that number will be called, but in the meantime, enjoy life. Be nice, be kind. It doesn't cost anything. You can have it all stripped away from you, but you'll still always have your memories. You'll still always have your laughter. You'll still have your family. You'll still have the ones to be able to be like, hey, you remember that? And that memory just lives on. So his legacy will always live on International with us.
Yes, Vanessa. Yeah, very good. In this 100%. She really nailed it.
That was good.
So what do you want to share maybe about, because you worked with them for 3 years also.
Yeah.
So I know it will last, forever. There is no way you can replace Comete on your team, or there is nobody who can really bring what he brought to you in your team, in the entire family. So what will you remember the most about Comete? You will really forever cherish for what he represented for you as a daughter, should I say?
His joyfulness and his positivity. I would definitely miss that. Comete would never be replaced. Like Sharika said, you can tell the difference right now with his absence. I feel like it's gonna take some time for it to get back to where like how it used to be, but it's oh man, it's gonna take some time. But I do like how I said, I miss his joyfulness and just his laughter, his jokes, everything, and it's just also I guess treating everybody as if they're important. Like everybody wants to feel important. Comete made sure everybody feel loved. He made sure everybody felt important. All ethnicities and cultures loved Comete. You had the Spanish community, and on international, you had the African community, you had the African Americans that just loved Comete, like they loved him. So I'm going to take that with me, where you're kind, being kind to everybody. I am nice. I am nice. I'm nice. Comete and I'm the lead that's like, hey, let's get this done now. Comete was more of like, hey, easygoing. I'm not really that easygoing, but I'm nice. But I'm not. Come on now.
We understand.
Yeah. You get it. But I mean business. So, but just making sure does everybody feel important. He was very adamant about that. So I am going to miss that because everybody has a story. Everybody has their own individual story about Comete, and I do admire that about him, how he just made everybody feel important. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing, and we will be back soon with more stories about Comete, our Penco. Stay tuned. Share the live. We'll be right back. And we are back, and thank you so much for watching the special Meli Melo edition for tonight. We are so thankful, and we want to ask you also if you have anything you want to say to Penco, you want us to read Penco for you, please, you can text us, you can drop it in the chat. We'll make sure we take care of it for you. Please do that, share the live also, and invite your friends to join and hear more stories from Penco's coworkers live with us on Meli Melo Show. So, ladies, we are back, and I want to ask you something special that you want to share with us. So, if Penco was here tonight, seeing you all in the studio live, what will be his reaction? What he will say?
I think he'll be super excited. I think he'll like, those are my girls. You know,
right.
That's Comete. To know Comete is to Man, no one could replace him. No one. Ooh.
Yeah. I think I really feel like if Komet knew that we was going to be on his podcast, because I remember I would always say, man, put me on your podcast. I got something I need to say. And I have nothing to say. yeah, I do. But he always be like, one day, TT, you'll go on there with me. I got to think of something. So I know that he would have been very happy to know that we were on here, and I know he'd probably say, okay, we're going to 1804 afterwards. We'll get a bottle of brown.
If Komet knew that we were on his show, if he was with us right now, he probably would be telling me to learn how to speak Creole.
Yes, that is true. That is true. I agree.
He probably would be like, hey, no English. No English. Because he was always making sure that everybody can actually listen, like whether it was his friends, family, everybody. So it was always, he was just that diverse person in the room. He could fit in anywhere. Yeah. No matter where he went, he could fit in. And I would probably look at him and tell him, Labor Day is coming up, so are you going to go ahead and take that Monday from me that you promised? But, yeah, he was always just a joy. Yes. He was a joy to be with. So, and Peggy was... Like, it was literally, we could be on a plane, and if we seen Peggy on a jet bridge, we running up to Peggy like, hey, Peggy, FaceTime, like, come on, guess who I'm with? Yep, we with Peggy today.
All on the radio, and the radio is recorded, and we will be on the radio to let him know that we see Peggy.
We see Peggy. She's over here, and I'm with such and such. And Peggy was like, I'm at work, guys.
Yeah. Passengers are coming on board.
She was like the international celebrity, like, and she didn't even know how big she was to all of us without us even knowing her or seeing her at first.
Yeah.
Due to
she was, she was just so big. Like, everybody knew, like, okay, Peggy. Oh, we know how you look in your wedding dress. We know how your bridesmaids look. We know what y'all hate. We know
what you wear, what you like.
We know what you cooked last night.
Yes. She was like, oh my
Who
goodness.
came to your wedding?
She like, Komet is so crazy.
Right. He'll just hand over the phone. Like, Peggy would call, and we could be like, you on the phone? He'll be like, yeah, hold on. And you'd be like, hey, Peggy, what you doing? What you got? She'd be like, right now, I'm in such and such state. Like, what is he doing? What is it? Was like, we were really family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We're a big family.
Yeah. So. We're still family.
Yeah.
Any fun stories you want to share? Because we're at the end of the show. Before we let everyone go, what is something special that Comet, Penco did or said that you want to share with the audience tonight?
I could say Penco was my French partner because I came here at such a young age from Haiti. So him speaking French and he like, no, you're going to remember these words. You're going to remember these words. So he was my French partner. You know, I think he was probably the only beside me that was Haitian.
I think so.
He was the second Haitian that was there when I was working. Yeah. So, you know, I was only known to be the only Haitian girl on the concourse. They come Comet.
Yes.
And he let us know he is Haitian 100%. Yes. No question asked.
Yes.
No questions asked.
No question asked.
I did ask him. I was like, are you Nigerian? He was like, no, I'm Haitian. Haitian.
100%.
Yes. No question asked.
Keep the stories flowing.
I think mine would be, so I cook a lot on the concourses. Oh. And when I would cook, of course, they're meat eaters. And of course, he does not eat meat. Pescatarian to the fullest. So he would come over all the time, and he'll like look at the food with disgust, like, you all eating those filthy animals. No shrimp? I guess I'll eat salad. No veggies? What about the vegetarians?
Yes.
Yeah. So anytime we ordered something, whether it was pizza, wraps, it was always, y'all know Comet. Yes. Comet, he got to have him. Y'all better get Comet something. Even from Miss Cheryl, Hargrove, Clemens, it was Brandon. Everybody made sure like Comet was always taken care of.
Yeah.
Like Maya, everybody made sure like during Ramadan. Oh my gosh,
That's his favorite.
Ramadan was his like favorite.
baby.
You would think he invented that holiday.
Yes.
Wow.
The reason why is because, of course, they have like their breakfast and everything at a certain time. They would make sure that they had their teas and coffees, and when I tell you, that was like it was like Christmas for him because they would have different teas and coffees for him. Comet, here, try this, and it was like he was a king. It was coffee already made, and he was like, "You see that?
Right. Don't ask for none of this. So
I'm the king around here."
I'm
Like, what?
That man is hilarious.
And would finish it like they'll be like, "Hey, Comet, can you confirm assignment such and such?" He'll be like,
until he's finished.
"Happy, hold on." And I'll be like, Comet, you gotta go move your truck. He'll be like, "No rush. They still not deporting."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got some. To this day,
He's very laid back.
Yeah.
Like
To
I
this-
remember we had a D40 with scale.
That was my aircraft.
What scale was we were going CDG, airplane going to
Amsterdam?
Paris, CDG.
Yeah, one of them.
And then we like, Scale said, Comet, you got us a D40. And he like, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. He like, we could have went and get the linen. He like, that's not my job.
That's not my job.
Not my job.
He'll tell you quick, that's not my
My
job.
job.
He would get on the radio and literally say, they'll be like, "Hey, Comet, did you get the linen for aircraft such and such?"
That's
He'll get
not
on the
my
radio,
job.
he'll be like, "Ground, no." And they're like, "Comet, we say get the linen for such." He'd be like, "We have a linen team.
Right.
Why am I going to do their job?"
Right. He held people accountable.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. And with a smile though.
Yes, and it's like you couldn't get mad at him because he'd be like,
You're
"This
like,
goddamn
what?"
Comet." So trust
And
me.
he never let us carry those bags. He
Oh yeah,
like,
no. We never carried any trash. With
No
Komet.
bags,
He
no
always
linens.
no linen. He did
all
all
that.
And he
He'll
made sure the
carry
guys
it
did
from the biggest
yeah.
plane to the front and the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then if there's like guys on the team, he like, y'all not letting these girls carry these bags.
Right. He had daughters, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He had daughters, of course, and he also had his sons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and his sons, I was like, this is incest. You cannot hook people up with sons that you say are
Your sons.
your sons, and we're your daughters and nieces and granddaughters. And this is incest. He was like, no. Not my problem. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So trust me.
Good memories.
Yeah.
Very good memories.
Yes.
Good memories, good pictures, good videos, good times.
Yeah. We
Good
had
times.
plenty of time. Good times.
So
Yeah.
Peggy better just be ready. Because
Yeah.
all these good times is coming straight to her.
Tell her
Listen.
Miami ain't got nothing on
What?
Yeah.
cabin.
Right.
Listen.
We taking over.
Yeah. And we got an army coming down there.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
trust me, she'll be flooded. Like the whole family, even you all, like we're going to be tuned in all the time. It's always going to still be like Comet. Like it's a legacy that he's left behind in everybody's heart. So it's a piece of heart that we all like just take with each other to know like, hey, this is still us. This is still what we do. This was the first largest hit that we've ever had as friends.
Yes, as
and
friends.
as a friends of family that just known each other for 3 years, 6 months, 3 months, 2 weeks. He's had that impact on his community, his family, his friends, his podcast, anywhere, and even Olay's, a place that we used to go to. It's a Haitian restaurant.
Yeah.
We would go to Olay's, and I went in there one day, and the lady was like, "You know Comet?" I said, "Yes, I know Comet." She was like, "I remember you." So trust me, he has a legacy that will never be forgotten, from his voice, his sound, his dance moves.
Yeah.
Nothing.
His
Nothing
advice,
would ever be.
everything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He
He's
was
our family.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
He is family. So if you had to share one love word to him, because I know he's watching us. He's our angel guardian, right? So what would be that love message you want to send to him at this time?
I'll say thank you for being you. Thank you for being on International. You were needed right at the right time. He made a big difference. He don't know how many lives he's changed, even though we don't even say it to him. Yeah.
Savannah?
Vanessa?
That's her name on Meli Melo.
Yeah, my name is Vanessa. I like that name. If I had to say something to Comete, it would be pretty much the same. Thank you, Comete, for being you. Thank you for being there for all of us when we didn't know we needed somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. Man.
You didn't have to do us like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. This it's a hard one, so I might have to skip this question. This is a hard one.
I would say in regards to that, he's truly an angel. Like, I would literally tell him, like, you are truly an angel, and you don't even know it.
Yes.
Like, when they prepared you with sarcasm, dance moves, vocals, but most of all, a heart of gold. Like, and that's something that's very dear that a lot of people don't know. And I would say someone always told me you never know the impact you have until you're
gone.
You're gone.
Yes.
And that's why they will always call them rock and rollers.
Yes.
Like, you love so hard, but you love harder when you know you can't love anymore.
Wow.
So
deep.
That's something that's always stuck with me. So just love, cherish on the ones, like he always said, love the ones around you, cherish everybody, make everybody smile. It doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't.
And you just never know.
Your life.
Yep.
You just
He
never
always
know.
say that.
You live your life to the fullest, because one day his favorite thing, when God calls me home. Like,
wow.
So just always just live. Just be you. Don't live for anybody else. Just always be you. Keep going. Keep thriving. And never feel like you're alone, because it's one person that can just change everything in your heart and make you feel like, I don't have to be mean. I can be nice. I can let my guard down. So, yeah, just, hey, you are truly an angel, and you don't even know. You don't.
Change the world.
And to know him and to be able to touch him and to be able to say and have a conversation with him, it's truly like talking to God.
Yes, so you are truly amazing, ladies. Thank you for the message. So Penco, I know he got all the love, all the messages that we will be definitely over us, watching over us from wherever he is. We know he's in a good place. We're going to keep him in our prayers and make sure everything goes well for his family. We want to really say hello to all the viewers. We have a lot of people sending us love.
Hello,
Under the line. Hello, everybody. Got friends, more co-workers watching. I want to say hello to a few names. I have James. I have Miriam Moulier, a fan of Meli Melo. We have, who else? I have Leah. I have Maillard. I have Anne. Anne is the co-host of the show. She's watching. So everybody else is watching. We want to really say hello to the host of the show. We know Bubul.
Bubul Fabrice.
Bubul Fabrice. Hello. We miss you. And we want to really say with all the ladies, we want to bring them all in just a minute. Let's we're gonna take a break, but before we're gonna bring everyone to say hello to the viewers. We want to really say hello, special hello to the host, to Anne, to Bubul, and then to Wupipa. So we want to say hello to them, definitely, so they can make sure that we are here to really make the show going, because like they said, we have a saying, in our culture community that says KPK, that Canal Pop Company, something we have a saying that says that. But I'm gonna change that tonight. It's MMK, Meli Melo Pop Company. So Meli Melo.
Vacation.
But yeah, she look like, wait a minute, I don't know this.
She's from Florida.
That's a Haitian thing, right? So
he was right.
Yeah, so we're gonna say MMK, so Meli Melo Pop Company, even though the guys Penco, and Penco is no longer, Bubul and Anne and Upipa, they are not here tonight for the show or last week, but we made sure that the show kept going. The show lives on because it's a legacy, and there will be no reason why the show will stop. So we know Penco will be happy to see you all ladies here tonight to represent really beautifully like that. So thank you for being here again. We're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll come back with all the ladies together to really say a nice goodbye to Penco. I know he's watching, and we will be right back. So let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Look, he gonna do the leg.
Même bail. La chérie, je t'aime. Je dois préparer notre avenir. Mais de demain, je poserai la première pierre. Car il faut travailler pour vivre. C'est la loi de la vie. Oh, 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 oh.
No, Comete.
C'est la loi de la vie. Oh, 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 oh.
Now he's serenading her.
And we are back with the ladies. Thank you so much for being here. We are so happy that you took the time to come here tonight. I know you drove more than an hour for some of you to really be here. And you are here
Anything for Comete.
early. Yes, only Comete can do that tonight. Yes, thank you so much for being here. I want to really do a special shout out to everyone who's watching. If you have any coworkers who's watching now live, it's your time. It's your time to shine. Give a shout out to whoever's watching.
I want to watch. Shout out to YC. She know who she is.
Okay.
Lachey. Who else?
Maya Muna.
Yeah.
Maya Muna. Scylla.
Mama
Mama Do.
Nicole Hartgrove.
Shirley.
Shirley.
Brandon.
I saw Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon.
Miss April.
Yes.
Miss April. Okay, who
Yes.
else? Anybody else is watching?
Our Latin family, Dolly, Nancy, Comete love Nancy. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, yeah, Nancy,
okay.
Amelia,
Miss
Cash.
Dorothy.
Miss Dorothy.
Yeah, Miss Dorothy, yes.
The whole cabin and the whole Department of 139 for actually coming out and showing their support and showing the backbone of what we do it for family.
Yeah.
And showing the support that actually came to the memorial. Like, honestly, truly, thank you.
Yeah. Also, our managers, Lee Turner,
Yes.
Ashley,
Timothy Bond,
Tim,
Norman.
and Charlie.
Norman,
Charlie also.
Tracy.
Yeah, they have been just very great.
Chef
Thank
kiss.
you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Who I say the best? The
Yes.
best.
Wow.
They are
Yeah.
the best
And a
managers.
special shout out to the original crew, like we said earlier. They are Pipa watching us live.
Hello, we miss you guys.
Fabrice Bouboul, and then the last speak, which is Anne. So thank you guys. We love you. Penkita, yes. So we love you all. And anything for Penco, you miss him, want to give him. We love you, Penco.
Yes, love
We
you.
love you.
Love you, Comete.
Miss you.
We love
Yes.
you.
Yes, we will miss
appreciate
you. You are missed.
Yes.
Question: what are you guys gonna? One thing you guys decide to do for Penco?
It's too.
Do you really want to know?
One thing we're gonna decide to do for Penco.
To honor his legacy.
And honor.
Yes.
We're gonna go out.
Things in mind.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go out.
His name will be on a few signs
Yes.
when we go out.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, we
I'm-
are.
I'm
some
getting the
sparkles.
Haitian flag.
Yes.
And I'm finna be.
She gonna be
Yeah.
Haitian for.
And my name gonna be Vanessa. Vanessa Prophet.
How you gonna tell my?
I gotta think of a Haitian last name.
Oh, God.
I gotta think of a last name.
Lord.
Something look like. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we all heading down to Miami on Thursday. Most of us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna celebrate him all weekend.
Yes.
Celebration of life.
Yep.
Also, I do want to re-shout out Buble. Boo.
Boo-boo.
I said Buble. Sorry for Grace, I gave you a Spanish name. Like I said, Komet loved Boo. Loved. I want to thank him for being such a good friend. A good brother.
Yes.
To Komet Penco. They have such a good, strong brotherhood. So I do want to shout him out, and I just want to encourage him to just keep going. Our family, Cabin, we will continue to stay in contact with you and praying for you and your strength and everything. And just know that Komet is your guardian angel. He is always with you. And I just thank you also for just being you and just being so strong. I really do admire that, and just thank you for being such a great guy. You and your wife, y'all are great people.
Taking us in.
Yeah, he took us in. Yeah,
taking us in. Because we are, like I told you, we're all together collectively with all our personalities. It's like we're ADHD.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
So really taking us in.
And shout out to Peggy too.
Peggy.
That's
Peggy.
Peggy. That's my sister. That's my sister.
Peggy is the real one.
Komet said she was my stepmom, but she my sister.
Yeah.
That's my sister. But yeah. And thank you guys also.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to show his family, because you're a family at the end of the day, because you work with them for 3 years.
Yes.
And 9 to 5.
Well,
plus
4:30
overtime, right? So definitely it's a pleasure to have you all here tonight. Any last words for the viewers out there? We have a lot of people watching us live. I can go over some names real quick. We have UD Kalik. Shout out to UD watching us.
Shout out UD.
We have, who else?
What about the place? Ice Space. What you guys think?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
I love Ice Space. Yeah.
The Ice Space is your space.
Oh, nice. I love it. We were talking about that.
Yeah, we can't share too many secrets.
Right.
But it's nice though. Just know it's nice up in here.
It's nice.
It is really nice.
It's nice. It's
We
nice.
just know
We
that.
have
As I said.
Melissa watching. We have Tammy watching. We have Miriam Moulier watching. We have Bubul watching. I see people watching. We have a lot of people watching, guys. So thank you so much to all the viewers. Without you, there will be no show.
So,
and we
Boo-Boo,
know
are
that.
you going to invite us back when you come back?
Oh, that's a good question. Bubul.
We have questions for you.
Hey, I'm sure Bubul will answer you. So thank you all, ladies, for being here. We really, really appreciate you to share with us, because we don't work with Penco. We know him from the community. We know how fun. He's always well dressed. Always, he's articulating very well. He's when he's on the show asking questions, you better be ready. Before, I know I was on the show a few times. He took the time to call you before, tell you it's not going to be an interview, it's a conversation. So therefore, he will not tell you the questions in advance. You have to be prepared to have a conversation with him. That's the way he used to be, and he was always someone on point, very well spoken.
Yes, he was.
And well dressed. I mean, you won't find Penco. I mean, you will smell him miles
away.
Good. The perfume that he had was really amazing. So I can't say enough about Penco. So he was really gonna be missed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that part of him. We didn't know how to really share that. We didn't know that part about him. We didn't know he was the same, pretty much. That we know him as a kind guy. You share the same thing. He was fun to be around. Definitely something that we're gonna really remember forever. So we have a hashtag Penco Forever. So when you're posting about him, when you're sharing your activities about him to honor his legacy, please tag us, tag Meli Melo team, and then make sure you have hashtag Penco Forever.
We got
that way we can keep his legacy going really forever. So thank you so much for watching us. Thank you, Meli Melo team.
Bye. Thank you.
Yes. And I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Right,
Oh,
thank
next
you.
time. We
Yeah,
got a
thank you.
second of you. You're not ready for us.
Who do you think you is, Dad? Who do you think you is? A news reporter? Where you get them glasses from?
No, she took picture with your ball head up front.
No.
Yes, she did.
I am her dad, but there's another man that raised her. And she's gonna bring that to the one that raised her. And I thank you so much for raising my daughter.
You know she's videoing you, right?
Because she's very respectful, very intelligent. I believe you put her in a good school, but guess what? She still recognizes that I'm the father.
But just to show you, he don't want to do something like a one-man show.
I want to know how did that.
I came up to them. time of doing.